Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about set destination list property which is available on SOAP input node and HTTP input node. And then we'll talk about how route to label node is able to route the message to a particular operation. Then we'll talk about how to route to a particular operation without using route to label node. Right, so in order to explain this scenario, I have created a sample flow which you are currently seeing on your screen. This I have used the SOAP input node, route to label node, and I have imported a WSDL inside SOAP input node. If we see the property, there is something wrong with the way. Let me import it again. I don't know what is happening. Let me clean the project. Yeah, so things are fixed now. So I have used a particular WSDL, and this WSDL contains two operations: add employee details and get employee details. Right. So I have also imported same WSDL in my SOAP UI so that you can see the operation correctly. Add employee details and get employee details. So whenever I execute my add employee details operation, my route to label node will be able to route the information to add operation. If I'm using my if I'm hitting my get employee details operation, then my route to label node will be able to route the message to get operation. Right, and I have used two separate subflows to process the message through these operations. Right, you can see these two different subflows. So how this thing is happening? Let me deploy the application and see. It is deployed. Let me launch the debugger. Let me hit add operation. Debugger is launched. Now let me proceed. See, automatically my control control went back to add operation, right? So let me complete this flow. Now let me hit another operation, which is get employee details. Oh, I have missed to close the header, so this is the problem. Yeah, so let me hit it. See, debugger is launched. Now control comes back to get employee details operation. So automatically, whichever operation I am hitting, my route level node is automatically sending the information to the dedicated operation. Now how this thing is happening? See, this thing is happening because of these two things. First, I have set a property which is called set destination list on SOAP input node. If you see, there is a property on SOAP input node. If you navigate to advanced tab, there is a property called set destination list. Right. Second one is on label nodes. We have to provide label name as the operation names. See, for add label node, we have to provide label name as same as the operation name, which you can see here in WSDL. Similarly, for get, there is the get operation name, get employee details. If you don't do these things, then route to label node will not be able to automatically route the information So let's replicate a scenario. See, change the operation name, deploy the application, and see what happens. When we hit our add operation, let's see what happens. Now let me hit my add operation. Now see, exception list is generated. Now let's see what is there. See, invalid label name, right? So it is not able to move the message to my add operation because it cannot find it. Now let me correct it. Let me correct it. Now see what is happening. Again, after correcting all the information, let me deploy it again and see what is happening. Deployed. Let me launch the debugger and see. Now let me open the debugger perspective and let's see. See, in local environment there is some information. Local environment dot destination dot router list dot destination data dot label name. So automatically this label name is coming in local environment. So through this uh, environment tree, through this local environment tree, my route to label node is identifying the label name and it is routing the information to particular operation, right? So it is happening through this environment, and this environment only comes in picture when we set this box. If I uncheck this box, we cannot find anything in this environment, and again route to label node will not be able to identify. Alright, so let me close this and see what's happening. So let me show you the behavior after unchecking this box. Default. Let me deploy. Now again we are going to see this behavior. Now let me hit the operation. Debugger is launched. See, there is no destination list in my local environment, right? There is no destination list. There is nothing called label name or something like that. So again my route to label node will not be able to identify. See, again exception list is generated and exception would be same. See, same, unable to find label name element, right? Now if I am not checking this property, then I can also do it manually using compute node. I have to set local environment and compute node, so I have to make sure that my compute mode is local environment and message. Now I have to set a line, write a line of code which is called, I have copied it somewhere in my notepad. Yeah, this is my line of code which I have to use. Yeah, Now again we have to take care that when my route to label node has to route the information to add, and when it has to route to information to get operation, right? So for that we can write an if condition which says if input root dot soap. See, in input root dot soap dot context there is a field called operation, right? In that we will have operation name. So if my operation is add employee details, then route to add employee, else route to get employee details. Simple, right? And here you can provide any name. You can provide any name to label name, but you have to make sure that whatever name is written here, it should be same as here, right? If I write xyz here, then it should be xyz here, right? So let's see how this code behaves. See, I missed to put debugger point here, so it directly came here. So it is working, right? Let me finish it. Let me hit get operation. See, it went to get, right? So this is the thing. Now we have covered these 2 points. Set destination property, how route level node is able to route the message to particular operation. Now how to route to a particular operation without using route to label node. What if I remove this node? Let me remove it and let me comment out this code. Comment. Let me write a new code. Let me just copy it. So instead of writing this line, just write propagate to label this one. Similarly, propagate to label this one. So let's see how this code behaves. Let me save it and deploy it again. Yeah, let me hit add operation. See, right? Let me finish it. Let me hit get operation. See, right? So these are some concepts of routing the information to a particular operation. Thank you.